Gotta set the mood. Okay, I was wondering, I was like, it's fucking extra bright over here. I thought it was just the lamp, but it wasn't just the lamp. It was the lamp and my laptop. My work laptop. Ooh. Yeah, nothing is set up, man. I'm getting lazy with it. I'm just, ever since that other day when I just put the camera up there after the stream started, I'm just kind of obsessed with doing that now. Let's see. What's up? How's it going? Gank that and everybody. Hope everything is going well. Work's been just crazy busy. Just a lot going on. Gank that, you know what that's about. I went to a tournament today. I was shocked that they were still doing like release events. And that's what today was. Today was a release event tournament. That I got to go to, which is cool because I like the release events, and I've been doing pretty well with the release events. So that is pretty cool. I was able to win two of those winner pre-release event winner girl cards, which are absolutely cracked looking. Not really. They look, you know, they're very basic. They're good looking cards. They're good looking cards, right? They're not anything crazy. They're not actually cracked. I'm just talking shit. But they have Nami in it. People love Nami. People love this card. It's already going for like the 120s average-ish. I have two of them. I've sent them off to Beckett. They're already gone. Hopefully they'll be at Beckett tomorrow or Saturday. And they'll obviously, you know, get them on Monday or Tuesday whenever they actually are open. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. I'm excited to, you know, get those back in a couple of months. Yeah, so fun stuff. Just flying around the galaxy preparing for Distant Worlds 3 expedition. I'm gonna end up going. That's so funny. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we were just talking about you not doing that cup like yesterday, 2 days ago. It was very recent. But hey, man, handle your business. You gotta fucking, you know. I don't know what the point of the game is. I don't know if it's just the exploration, if you're trying to save humanity from some sort of extinction event, so you're trying to find a habitable world. I don't know. Is it just conquest? Like, I don't know what the goal of it is, but you know, you got to do it for one of those reasons, right? We're humans, and we find reasons to back up our mindset and our actions. I have a Oh, that stripper again. That damn stripper, she keeps getting her glitter all over me. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, sub, dude. What the fuck? Oh, you got an ad starting in 20 seconds. Yeah, I should have started. I need to get better at that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So I will babe, it's obviously a joke. Anyways, yeah, well, whenever you're back, gank that. I was just saying, I don't know why the hell you fucking, what the point of your trip is, if you're going on like an adventure, or if you're exploring, if you're doing it to save the human race, if you're doing whatever your reasoning for doing it. I'm sure it's a very valid reason. And yeah, totally worth it. But I went to an event today. It's the last pre-release event, which I didn't think I was gonna get sign up for or get into it because there were 18 people that signed up for it before me, and then I got a notification today saying that I had made it because I don't know why. Maybe other people had exited it, said they couldn't go, that kind of thing, blah blah blah. So I so I was able to go, and it was I don't know. This dude just fucking killed my whole vibe with his lame ass fucking. He played a card a very lame way, and I don't think he played it correctly. And I called him out on it. I'm like, that's not how this card works. And then we didn't agree on it. So he asks the person who's running it, who just is a fucking person who works at the shop. I'm like, he's not a judge or anything like that. And so he was like, I guess it works this way. And I'm like, dude, no, it doesn't. But whatever. Dude is lame. Um, Very nice. Well, that all is very important. So, um, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to show the hits from there, I guess. I wanted to show the hits from the shop because this is a shop that I had won my last card at. I had won the last time I was there, and got my last winter girl card. So I already won two of them, but it just rubbed me the wrong way, the way that this guy played this card, and this fucking bitch ass won the whole fucking tournament because of this fucking lame ass fucking thing that he was doing. It was so whack, and I don't think anybody agreed with it. Or people weren't as vocal, but they were, I overheard. I'm not, eavesdropping on their conversation by any means, but I overheard even after I played. He tried to do, or he did the same thing, and somebody was like, "What? Wait, you can do that? Hold on!" Like what he was talking about just didn't make any fucking sense. But whatever. The guy who was running it said he could do it, so fuck him. Um, but anyways, I got a couple of good cards that I played in the deck, but whatever. So I just wanted to show these as hits, right? They're super rares, and I did get some other hits, and I want to talk about those here too, here in a second. But yeah, and the thing is, like, it's a new card, right? This whole set is new, and everybody's trying to figure it out, and there isn't a whole lot of like data, at least from us, on how the card works. I mean, the card has been over in Japan, so I'm sure we can find something about how the card, or we can see a video on how the card actually works. Basically, what happens is when the card goes to the trash, he was pulling the card back because the effect on the card lets you pull a card from the trash back to your hand, right? And he's saying that the card effect activates while he's in the trash, and that's not how I understand the card. That's not how the card should be played, right? The card should activate, or the effect should activate before it hits the trash. He has to find a card from the trash, because otherwise it's just an infinite loop, right? Where he can get the card, he can pull the card up, he can pull the card up. And I'm actually, typically I'll let shit go, and I don't know how deep I want to get into this, but I really want to look up like the rules on this particular thing, and the next time I see him, just show him like, look, you're a fucking cheater. And I don't think he was cheating, purposefully or whatever. He was talking about, I've been to 4 events and this is how they did it. And I'm like, motherfucker, I've been to 5 events and this is the first time I heard somebody trying to pull this shit. So fuck you, you bitch. Okay, I'm really getting worked up about it again. So it's this card right here. It's this fucking Mr. Four Babe. I'm not even gonna look at it. I'm done. I'm done. All right. I'm gonna show these cards. The card effect would clearly resolve before the card is trashed. That's how the thing works. That's how it works. The card effect resolves before it hits the trash, right? Because when it hits the trash, then there's no effect that's happening. There is no effect that's happening unless it's specifically stated on the card, which there is a card in this set that specifically states it. When this card is KO'd, you may trash one card from your hand to play this card from the trash. That's an effect on the crocodile from this set, the secret rare from this set, right? That's an effect. It specifically states that on the card. This motherfucker is playing the shit, thinking he can play the shit infinitely. And I'm like, dude, that's not how the card works. But the person who fucking ran the tournament voted in favor of him, and it's literally the reason his bitch ass won the fucking game. So, whatever. It is what it is. I'm gonna move past it. I didn't think of it until I was just very heated in the moment. So they in cahoots. I probably they're both weird motherfuckers. I'm gonna switch over to this real quick because I want to show the cards. We've seen these cards before. They're not anything crazy, so I don't want to get your hopes up thinking that they're gonna be something crazy or cool. But I just want to show you guys what I got because I didn't get to open the packs with you. But we got a carrot. I actually was able to play this one time during the. I actually think I played all three of these. You know, I got this one in my hand during the first game. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go look at this carrot. So this carrot, 8 cost, 9,000 power. On play, if your leader has the Minx type, set up to 2 of your Minx type characters and your leader as active. So that's a very, very strong card, especially in an all Minx deck, right? Because you're able to just be extremely aggressive. This Trafalgar Law, 9 cost, 10,000 power, rush. So that means it can attack on the turn it was played. On your opponent's attack, once per turn, you may trash 2 cards from your hand, select your leader, and 1 character. Swap the base power of the selected cards with each other during this battle. So, really, in real life, unless you have a card that's more than 10,000 power, what you would do is switch your leader with this card. Because it would be really hard. I mean, you can get bigger bodies out there. Like if you get like a 12,000 power character or whatever, you can get your leader up to 12,000 power by just trashing 2 cards. Like that's amazing, but like that's not realistic typically, right? You're not going to have a 12,000 power character and this card on the board. I mean, you definitely could, but it's not very, very likely. And then we got a Don Quixote do Flamingo. This card is very, very good. This is one of those cards where if I see it in these tournaments, then I'm gonna win the game. I saw it in the first game. The dude I played the first time wasn't that hard of a matchup, but I actually bought a card for the first time. This is the first time I actually bought a card this expensive, right? And I say this expensive, and this is all relative, but I'm gonna show the card, and I'm extremely happy with the card that I bought. Well, firstly, in one of my packs, I did have an actual hit that I pulled. So it's this Megalo alt art. So it's just Shirahoshi and the Straw Hats in Megalo. But this card is so good. This card is very, very good. It's an amazing card. And it looks really dope. I like this card a lot. That one's going for like $40 right now. Everything is pre-sale price, so it's one of those things where it's like the cards are all going to go down. They're all going to go down, and then some of them will eventually go back up. Is kind of how it works. Now this card is a card I've brought up a couple of times. I didn't spend a whole lot of fucking money on it. But I'm still very happy with this card. Somebody at the event pulled it, and it was the first guy that I played, right? So we opened our packs first, and what happened was 2 people, like typically there will always be people that just kind of go to the events to open the packs and then just fucking leave immediately. So there were 2 people there that did that. They opened their packs. They didn't get anything. They were sitting at my table. They didn't get anything, and then they left. And while they were leaving, they had seen this card, and I'm trying to over dramatize everything, so I'm not showing it to you yet. But so they were walking out or whatever, and they were talking about the card, and I wasn't really paying attention, but I was kind of listening because I was going through my own thing, and they said the card's name. They were like, okay, I'll give you $100 for that. And the guy was, and then they were gonna leave, and he's like, oh, are you? He was like, are you leaving right now? He's like, yeah, we're gonna leave. He's like, okay, well then no, I'll pass on the deal. $100 for the card, because he wanted time to think about it. He just wanted to sit and think about it, but they were leaving right then, so he was like, no, I'll pass. And I was like, hold on. Ground death is what it is. GPD. My bad, man. My bad. I know I keep getting your hopes up with the gold pizza don. We're gonna get a gold pizza don at some point. I promise you that. We're gonna get a gold pizza don guaranteed at some point. But this ground death. So it's the manga event for ground death, which is a crazy good event. And it's going for like 185 or something like that right now. But again, it's pre-sale price, and so everything is gonna go down quite a bit. Um, and then hopefully go up. Fingers crossed. Hopefully go up. So we'll see. But yeah, so this card is an amazing card, and it's a it's a manga event, and the manga events are going crazy right now, right? So I have my Dead Man's Game over here. I did have the Gear 2 manga event, which just when I think about that, it drives me. But the card was only like 40, $50 at that time or something like that, and now it's going for like $300. It makes me sick. It absolutely makes me sick. I should have just held on to the card for the same reason I held on to this card, right? Because I did not want to get rid of this Dead Man's Game because the card looked so amazing. And don't get me wrong, Gear 2 looked really good too. It looked so good, but I didn't know much about what was going on, and I just, made a mistake. But it's one of those things where you live and you learn. So anyways, so the dude's left, and I was like, hold on, ground death for $100. I was like, I'll do that, right? And then he's like, he needed time to think about that and blah blah blah. Looked it up, saw it was like, this is before he knew what the this was before we talked about what the price was and stuff like that, and it ended up being like 185 or something. And then at the end, I went back to him and I was like, yeah, were you thinking about doing that or whatever? Yes. I was like 100. He said 150, so we had to negotiate. I fucking hate negotiating, bro. But I thought about it for a little bit because I'm like, I believe in this card. It looks amazing. I'm very happy with the purchase. And so he went to 150. I'm trying to negotiate, said 125, and he just needed to win, so he said 130, and I was like, whatever, that's fine. So I'm hoping that this is one of those cards that I can sell for, I can send in to get graded and get, a couple hundred off of it. So if I decide to sell it, like sometimes the cards just like come to me and they're like, okay, well, this is your home now. This is where you live, right? So I'm actually very happy. This is the most I paid for a single card. And it's fresh out the pack. It looks amazing. I love the way this card looks. It is so good. Now it isn't as good as the You'll Frighten Me. That You'll Frighten Me is the best looking card in the game right now. It absolutely is. It's so good. But yeah, this card looks really good. I'm very, very happy with that. So paid 130 for a card. I'm like, that's a box, but yeah, that's not really a box because you're just gonna fucking be, Oh, speaking of boxes, yeah, at this place. So I was just at this place on Saturday. Went to the tournament, and they sold the boxes after the game, or after the tournament was over, and they were selling the boxes for like 170. I want to say it was like 170, 180, something like that. And so today they were selling boxes after the tournament again, 250. 250. It's like, dude, what a difference 5 days make. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dog, y'all were just selling these for fucking 170. now you want us to pay 250 for them, bro? Fuck that shit, man. Like, trust me, I wanna buy fucking boxes. I wanna spend my money on these things. It's a hobby that I enjoy. It's a business that I enjoy being a part of. You know what I'm saying? Like, I genuinely enjoy this stuff. But it's like, dude, like, I can't in good conscience, like, fucking buy that shit from your ass when you're wanting me to pay more than double what the MSRP is for it. You were just selling these motherfuckers for fucking $80 less. Just selling them for $80 less than what you fucking selling to me for right now. So I'm not super happy about that. I was potentially looking forward to buying a box, but I will not buy a box for 250. That is fucking insane. Especially, not a major set, right? This set is, it's 14. It's gonna fucking fade eventually, right? So I'm not gonna pay that much for a fucking box. Um, so yeah, there's that. Okay, 24 minutes. I'm hitting my spiel limit, but I still have a couple minutes because I'm usually at 28 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna squeeze some things in here. There was a Christmas miracle, or a Martin Luther King Jr. Day miracle. Let's say that, because when I walked into the fucking store, the first thing I see, you better believe it, they had RIFTBOUND, and they had a lot of motherfucking RIFTBOUND. I'm talking about they had a box open, just sprawled out. I think somebody had bought 2 packs out of the box that they had open. Then they had boxes sitting on boxes. They had probably like maybe 10 boxes there or whatever, and I'm just drooling. I'm like, drooling at the fact that yeah, that just drooling at how much they had. Yeah, the card looks good, gank that. Yeah, he is. That's my dog. Yeah, I don't like to negotiate, right? I'm typically like, okay, this is the price you'll pay for it. But I've been watching, I'm not even gonna lie, like, you know how the algorithms be working. Like, you watch one thing and it just kind of like floods your feed with similar things. So I've been watching like vendors and stuff at card shows, and it's always a fucking haggle with the customer, right? It's always, they're like, okay, what about this price? What about this price? So it's the exact same thing. So that's what I did, right? He was talking about, you know, I started with 100 because that's what we had initially talked about. I knew he wasn't going to go for it because afterwards he had looked up the card and it was 180. So I knew he wasn't going to do 100, but I was going to try. He said 150, so obviously I'm gonna meet in the middle. And then he just wanted to win, so he said 130, and I was like, whatever, it's $5 more. Who gives a fuck? Um, Bro, yes, I'm super pumped. Um, I'm super pumped about it, and I bought 2 boxes as well. So these are just loose ones that I wanted to pull from the box that was already opened, because I wanted to open some tonight, and then I had to buy 2 boxes, and they were only so I spent too much money tonight, so it was rough, honestly. um but I bought 2 boxes, and they were $100 a piece. Or excuse me, I fucking wish I would have bought all 10 of them fucking boxes, and I'm not kidding. They were 200. My bad. They were $200. So 199.99 is what they were. And shit, just a couple months ago, I spent 280 on the fucking boxes, right? So, um, I I think that RIFTBOUND has a very strong following already. I'm hoping that you know it'll be worth it in the long run, and if I just decide to open them and I'm happy opening them, then there's that too. So I'm happy with the purchase. They were 200, which I never thought I'd see. I did notice that RIFTBOUND has kind of been falling down a little bit over the past couple of weeks as far as like the boxes are concerned. I saw them max out at like 350 ish, somewhere around there, and then it started to fall back. Now I think they're at the 230 range. Is the last time I checked. They were like 230ish or something like that. But I'm very happy with it, and I got 6 packs. I get to open Riftbound. I was sure I wasn't gonna be able to open any Riftbound until February, right? But we have some. Normally, I only open one Riftbound pack a day, but we got to make up for lost time, right? We gotta, I ain't open Riftbound in a couple weeks, so we're gonna rip all these today. Let's go. So I bought them. I'm very happy with that. Then we also have a event pack, which is awesome. We will open that, and then I'm just kidding. We're not gonna open the whole box, even though y'all know I really want to. But we'll open a couple of packs of this, and this will kind of probably last us next couple of days or so. We'll see if we can get any. Tomorrow is the official release date. Oh, last thing on my rant before we start opening stuff. Tomorrow is the official release date, and I am absolutely fucking pissed off because all of the shops that sell that sell One Piece, they're selling all their fucking inventory. They started selling the shit today. So there's not going to be anything tomorrow. So for example, like Barnes and Noble, like at the shop that I was at, card shop that I was at, people were talking about going to Barnes and Noble. They went to the one that's near me, which is fucking pissing me off. But anyways, they went to this one and they were selling the illustration boxes, the 5 and 6 illustration boxes. One dude he's like, oh, I didn't buy all of them. I just bought 4 of them, and they have 5. I'm like, man, fuck you, you fucking asshole, man. And guess who it was? The same fucking bitch ass motherfucker who don't know how to play the fucking game, who's cheating with his fucking bitch ass card. Same motherfucking dude, bro. He's like, no, I didn't buy all of them. The lady asked me, did I want to buy all of them? But I was like, no, I don't want to be that guy. I just want my play set of this particular fucking card. Like, fuck you, you asshole. They have 5 total, so 5 apiece, so 5 of 6, 5 of 5, right? Because there's 2 that are coming out tomorrow. And he said he bought 4 apiece of each and left one apiece. And then one of the other dudes who's there, he said, yeah, when he went up there was only 1 of each left, and he bought those. So I'm just like, dude, you are a fucking cunt. Fuck you. But whatever. I'm done with that. But I am frustrated. Frustrated that the release date for it is tomorrow. Walmart has already had them on their shelves. It's like, the release date for it is tomorrow. God fucking damn it. And now I'm going to go tomorrow, and there's not going to be anything. I think Target will probably have some. But it's funny because I keep saying one last thing. So I was talking to the dude who, so some of these people are cool, right? Some of them are stupid assholes. Some of them are cool. So the guy that I bought the card from, before I bought the card from, after we had finished our game, because we played first, we were bitching about how hard it is to find product and stuff like that. And he was saying he has a friend that lives out in Topeka, and he runs like a magic shop or something. I don't know specifically what he does, but he said he has a magic business, and he's talking about Magic the Gathering, the card game. So he's saying he had a magic business or whatever. And so he called the guy that I was speaking with, and because he was at like a Walmart out in Topeka, and he's like, dude, there's a ton of One Piece. They just restocked their One Piece stuff. I don't do One Piece. What do you need, right? And so he tells him he wants to get those illustration boxes from him, right? So the illustration boxes are going to come with 2 promo cards, which look halfway good, but they have 2 packs of OP14 and 2 packs of PRBO2. So fantastic sets. These things are going to be so hard to find. They're going to be absolutely impossible to find. But he was like, yeah, dude, buy me like 5 a piece or something. And they had like a ton. They had like a ton of these things. It's Walmart, right? It's not Barnes and Noble. So they had a ton of them. He was like, yeah, buy me like 5 of each or something like that. Or maybe he said 2 of each. I don't know. But he said multiple of each of them. And the dude calls him back and he's like, yeah, man, I'll let these go to you for $50. And so they retail for like $22 or $23, right? So they retail for, we'll call it 25 to make the math easy. So we'll do it for 25. And like, he was thinking, and I thought the same thing when when he was telling me the story, he was going to get it for him for MSRP, right? For that price. But then I guess the guy, you know, again, he does Magic, so he understands the trading card game business. And he saw that these things are going for like $85-$90 already, and they haven't even been technically released yet, right? So they're going for a shit ton of money already. And so he declined it because he's like, dude, I thought you were getting them for me. Like, he didn't, have any hard feelings or whatever, but it's just kind of, I just thought that was very funny how people just, he like, man, we ain't that close. Shit, I bought these for you, and I can sell them for 80 or 90 bucks. I'm definitely gonna do that and not give it to you for 20 bucks. But whatever, people are willing to pay the price for it. So what are you gonna do? Scalpers gonna scalp. So let's open some packs, man. These ones got some hits. Maybe. There ain't no streamer like me, though. All right, we're going to open this first. I want to open this up because these things are kind of going crazy, too. So I haven't looked this up, but I believe it. But they were talking about the release event cards. And so there's 89. So 89 out of the 118 cards that they have. Well, actually, they probably have like 120, including these secret rares. But I wouldn't count those. So we'll say 118. So 89 out of 118 of the total cards in the set have these prints on them, right? So there's a ton of the cards that have these prints, the pre-release prints, and those typically go for more money. And so there's one that I opened on the very first pack of these that I opened called the Gorgon Sisters. And apparently it's going for like 60 bucks right now. Just one of these release event cards. So I'm hoping to get another one because I might sell the original one because I don't really care about these release event cards that much. So this one, I think I have that one already. And a chew. I know I got a chew already. So we got some duplicates, but that's okay. But the pre-release event shit, actually, I'm about to fucking look it up. Y'all gonna have to wait, damn it. I should be able to find it real quick. Set. The Azure C7 release event cards. Oh, they're lying. They're going for, there's not a whole lot of them on here, so it could definitely go up, but they're going for like 30 right now. The Gorgon Sisters, which isn't bad. I mean, shit. For one card. For the one card, my boy. All right, let's open some packs, man. I need to open some packs. I'm fiending. I ain't opened no Riftbound in a long time. See, I'm getting the shakes. I gotta. There we go. There we go. That's the stuff. All right, so most of this stuff's gonna be bulk. Y'all know that. Sorry, I'm reading it. 3 cost. Hidden, so you can recycle one of your rooms. So are these? Hold on, are these I can't remember the errata. I wonder, are these errata? Because I have never seen these cards have 4-0. So before it said hide. So this, I don't think these might be like errata cards. So those ones that I have now are probably pre-errata. Okay, so let me look through some more of these. And errata means like they'll change the verbiage on the card to be easier to understand, right? Because like sometimes you'll read a card and it's like, I don't understand what this, even though I read it, I still don't understand what this card does. Hidden was one of those things, but now it explains specifically hide now for recycle a rune to react with later for 0. I don't know if the hidden cards did that. So I'm gonna go through here and I might compare that with one of the old cards. With one of the cards that I know. So no, I am sure that this did not have this on here. So they okay, all right. So we got some pre-errata cards. So I'm not selling anything else until I go through here. That's cool. So this is like a second. Yeah, this is like a second phase that they've had. So I'm gonna go look at that. Mask of Foresight. Ooh, a stacked deck. Very nice. That card is very popular. Wraith of Echoes. Shen. Then a Mind Rune. Okay, I'm gonna go. I need to know for sure. Like I'm 100% sure, but I need to go grab one of these and make sure that they're post errata. Oh, I am stupid. Okay. I'm having a stroke. This is one of those Berenstein Bear things. I am 100% sure this motherfucker did not say it did not have specifically for zero. I know that. Hide now, react with later for zero. For zero. That was not on there. But now I'm looking at my old cards and they're on there. So I'm just having a stroke. I'm gonna research that more because they Berenstein Bears me. It's the Mongolian barbecue effect. Dude, you are fucking stupid. Shut up. That is fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Yeah, I freaked out about that guy's I freaked out about that guy's fucking cheating ass too much. Alright, whatever. Okay. Opponents must pay. Stupefy. Stupidify. Call the Weak. Stormclaw Ursine. Facebreaker. Dude, I swear, this did not have this on here. I promise you it did not. Whatever. I think this is all a simulation anyways. I don't really think that. But apparently some smart people are saying that that's probably like the most likely. That's like most likely out of all the different things that people have come up with. Like being in a simulation is probably the most likely, but I don't know. Alrighty. I don't know, man. As far as that stuff goes, like deja vu is the thing that really freaks me out. Like deja vu is the thing that's like, I don't know, man. Something weird is really going on here. As far as like all the different, you know, I don't want to call them mental effects, but you know, all those the strange happenings or whatever, like the Mandela effect and a lot of those different things, like the deja vu is one that really gets me because like there are some times when I'm like there's no way, because like they try to explain it off like they try and explain it off like, oh like you're in a place that seems very familiar. That's why you're feeling that way. That's why you're having deja vu, because you've either been to that place before, or you've been to a place similar to it, and that's why you get that feeling of deja vu. And it's like, no, motherfucker, have you ever had deja vu? That's not what happens. Like, you're reliving. It feels like you're reliving the same fucking moment in time. Like, it feels like you're doing the exact same thing, right? So I don't know. Deja vu is one of those things that kind of like makes me think like, what the fuck is going on here, dude? It disproved the simulation theory. How do you disprove the simulation theory? They just put an update in, and that's what this is. This study is just an update that they did to the simulation. That's all it is. Yeah, it's not familiar. It's the exact same thing. Like I don't enjoy deja vu. It freaks me out because it's like, no, it's not familiar. It's like, I have lived this moment already, right? Like, I've this has happened in this exact same, and like what you said, it's like, and when you're realizing that you're experiencing it was a part of the deja vu as well, right? So it's just one of those things where it's like, time is cyclical, and it just is a big circle, and we are living the same thing over and over again. It's like Groundhog Day, but for the universe. Iron Ballista. I think they only have like one of those. Reaver's Row. When you defend here, you may move a friendly unit here to base. Huh, I don't think I have that. At least I haven't seen it. Wizened Elder. Or as the children say, Unk. Unk is fried, 6/7. Stealthy Pursuer. A Raging Firebrand. You're a Raging Firebrand. A Yasuo Legend. Wait for it. Dairy. I'm surprised, like, there isn't. It would be funny if there is a business that names their dairy products Legend. Wait for or Legend. Wait for it, and then dairy. Like, the name of it would be Legend. Wait for it, and then to be dairy products, right? That would be really cool. So if the conditions were right, and I'm not mocking what you're saying or anything like that. I'm just, so if the conditions were right, like, this microphone that I'm talking into could be sentient, and shit, we could be fucking. We're not that far from microphones. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we could have been the microphones. The microphones could have been the people. I think about that a lot, right? Like, we have this big ass fucking house that's not in our neighborhood or whatever, but it's like on the way to our neighborhood, and it's this massive fucking house. There's a lot of massive houses in our neighborhood, but this one in particular has like it has a horse like stable, and they have like a lot of space for the horses to run. Probably like a couple acres. It isn't like a fucking farm, but it has a couple acres where the horses can fucking run around and graze and shit like that. Anyways, I was driving by there today, and the horses were out, and I was thinking, I was like, man, how close was it for a different species to be like the predominant species, right? Like, what if horses just so happen to be the species and not monkeys, right? Because we evolved from monkeys, right? What if horses were the main thing, right? Because you look at horses, and I'm like, I just imagine like a humanoid type horse, right? They have these long ass faces, and I'd be like, that would be normal. That would be beautiful. That would be attractive. These long ass fucking horse faces, and they would see like, smaller faces, like ours, and we'd still be monkeys, obviously. And they'd be like, man, those monkeys look fucking stupid and ugly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I think horses look stupid and ugly because I'm not, I'm not saying that. But I hope you get what I'm trying to say. It's just we're very. It could have been a different species, and we could have all been horses or cows or fucking fish or something. And they could have been the main species that took over. I see what you're saying. Sprite mother, obey your thirst. Reckoner's Arena. I might not have this one either. When you hold here, activate the conquer effects of units here. That is very interesting. So you can just reuse the abilities, the conquer abilities every turn. Primal strength. Ooh, hell yes. So this isn't the fucking signature one. I would have fucking fell back out of my chair if this was the signature one. But this one is fucking great looking, man. Kaisa, people love fucking Kaisas. People love the fucking Kaisas. Not actually fucking Kaisa. I didn't mean it that way. You perverts. But yeah. This people love their Kaisas from this set. Let me see what this Kaisa is going for. Damn, Sprite Mother's on the fucking front of the list. But that one's going for like $1.50, so it's not anything crazy. Let me see, what is this Kaisa going for? God damn. Ooh, hold on. Let me grab a fucking. I need to grab a sleeve real quick. Hold on. Ooh wee. God, it is so funny when I look at cards on this, because I look at, dude, when I tell you I look at these every single day. I'm on TCG Player every single day. I'm looking at the cards on there, and I'm like, I know what the card looks like. I know, okay, I can see the card. I know what it looks like. But then you see it in real life. You see the card in real life, and it does not do it justice. Like, this card looks so good. That looks so good. I'm trying to make sure this motherfucker ain't the so this card, just this card, not even the signature version, right? Is $200. Let's fucking go, boy. So this card covered one of my boxes. Man, this thing looks amazing. This looks so good. It ain't the signature one. Let me see, because the signature one going for like 2,000 right now. It's absolutely crazy. But damn, let's go, man. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, goodness. But this card looks so good. This card looks amazing. It really does. Wow. It's one of those things where it's just like I see the card all the time. I look at it, just kind of browsing over these cards, and it just does not do justice how good this thing looks in real life. It looks so amazing. This card looks so good. Let's go. Ooh wee. So what happened last time with my Jinx? The Jinx was one that I pulled from a loose pack that I had bought, right? So I bought like 4 or 5 loose packs or something like that from the shop that I had gotten my box from, my original boxes from. So I bought the loose packs, and I pulled the overnumbered Jinx. So this is an overnumbered card, right? So it's basically alt art, right? It's alt art for a leader. And so, yeah, it's alt art for a leader essentially is what this is, right? There are some other cards that are overnumbered, but this is what we're talking about. So this is just alt art for a leader card, right? And I got that for Jinx. That was one of the first packs that I pulled, one of the first 2 or 3 packs that I pulled. And then I opened a box. Then I opened my box. And then in that box, I had the signature version of Jinx. So You know, that would be crazy. That would be crazy, but it has happened before. But that by itself is $200, man. Let's go. Let's fucking go. All right, I'm going back to the store. I'm about to buy my fucking. I'm about to buy my One Piece box. Yeah, and you were happy to get that. Oh yeah, dude. I look at some of the older Pokemon cards, and it's just like, what the hell? This is just. When I came back into the game, I was very shocked at what I was seeing. You know, I was absolutely shocked with like the full arts. Like I had never seen a full art card before in my life. You know, because that's not something they did with Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and those cards back in the day, right? But yeah, man, I am. Let's go. That's that's that card looks amazing. The Great Swami. Yeah, bro. That is definitely a hit. You were right. I'm gonna be opening. I really want to keep these boxes, but I can't. I can't. I physically can't. I'm gonna at least open one of these boxes. Maybe not all at once, but I'll probably open it bit by bit to to tide me over until the new set comes out. Because the new set, because we're a month. I don't know, less than a month. I don't fucking know. I don't know when the next one's coming out. I kind of don't want to open these now because I'm like, okay, well, got my hit, but hey, the boxes have more than one hit in it. Don't you know? Don't you know? That makes me think of Life with Louie. This was not on here. This with for later. Okay, hide now. I'm gonna look at more. I'm gonna look at more of these cards. Hide now for blank or for whatever to react with later for zero because that was not on there because I would like that makes sense. That makes absolute sense. You get to play with it for zero, but I didn't know how hidden works until I like researched it a bit more and figured it out. But this motherfucking card did not say that. Zonite Bouncer. Facebreaker. Void Seeker, very good card. People are loving that. Garbage Grabber. Malzahar. Karthus. And a Recruit. Sorry, I'm reading what this does. This Daughter of the Void. It's so funny. Like this card might retain its value because of I don't want to call it sentimental, but just being one of the OG cards or whatever. Like that's what happens. But this card is gonna get power crept. Like right now, the card is good. That's why people want to buy it. But it's good and it looks awesome. Like again, I say that all the time. If a card looks good and the card is real good, and that's when the prices are going to be crazy. For the most part, there's always exceptions to the rule, but um, yeah, eventually that card is going to be like so basic and lame that it's not gonna. People will probably buy it again because it's one of the OGs. Because the card artwork looks amazing, but man, that was unexpected. That definitely was. So I'm very pumped about that. And I think I got some new battlegrounds too that I didn't have for my set. Warwick. Ooh, and we got a Seal of Insight, another hit, man. Ooh, I think I drained that box, dude. I think I might have drained that box. You feel me? Drain that main vein. Yeah, so the seals, all the seals are awesome. So this is just tap it and then you add a rune. So this is all the different colors have this. I think I have the blue one already. Maybe not though. There was one or two of them that I didn't have, and this might be this. It might be the blue one. So man, this was. Let's go. Let's go. Do I want to open them? Do I want to open the One Piece? I'll open a couple of One Piece packs, but I won't open a lot of them because we got the hit. We got the hit. Let's go. This definitely paid for one of the boxes that I bought by itself. Crazy. Doing crazy numbers. Oh yeah. No, I don't talk to other streamers. I'm just a regular dude who got to work all the time and do other stuff. But I will say this. So Tuesday, I want to say, I think it was Tuesday. Um, I I was streaming and all that stuff and blah blah blah. And I think I forgot to shut the stream off. Or maybe I did shut off. I'm not 100% sure what happened, right? But I come back the next day and have this screen stays up until I move it the next day typically. And so it shows my chat, and the chat had somebody had rated my stream. So if you're not familiar, rating means, somebody will go from a current channel that's streaming, and when their stream ends, they'll send all of their viewers over to a different stream. And so someone had rated my stream. It was like 6 viewers or whatever, but that's still dope. And then somebody in the chat was like, no, where are you going? Don't leave, come back, or something like that. Because I had my end screen up or whatever, my ending screen. So I don't know if that happened while I was still here before I ended the stream, or if I just didn't end the stream and then that just happened while I was, while I had the stream going. But yeah, I was like, God damn it, somebody rated me and I wasn't even here to enjoy it, right? So that kind of sucked. Oh, that's funny. I just now saw that you said how cool would it be if you got rated. Yeah, so I did get rated, but it was 6 people again. I was grateful the day after, but I didn't see it. But yeah, it was pretty funny. Oh my goodness gracious. But yeah, I didn't. So that was just that was funny. But the reason I don't know if I was streaming all night or not was because the stream was still going, but I don't know if because it was the morning. And so I come down here and I got to take my kids to school, but I come down here and I clean up my stuff, right? I clean up, because I don't clean this shit up because I'm tired. I want to go to bed after I stream. And so I cleaned up the packages and stuff like that before I had to leave to take my daughter to school. And then I come back and then I noticed that it says that, it gives me the option to end the stream, which means the stream is currently running. And then so I click it, I'm like, what the fuck? Why was it still running? So I ended it, and then I got a notification, and it said that the stream had been running for like an hour, and that's how much time had passed since I was down here cleaning up everything, taking my daughter to school, and then coming back and paying attention to it again. It was about an hour. So I don't know if I had restarted the stream by mistake when I clicked on something when I was cleaning up my desk, or if I was really streaming all night. But yeah, I was like, damn it. Were there any other pulls? So I guess I really don't know if anybody got any hits from the boxes that we were at. I obviously, like I said, bought one of them from the dude, the Ground Death. Oh man, they were talking, and same guy, man. I had a lot of interaction with this guy, but he was talking about, they're calling it the bubble Zorro, right? So it's a card I think I've shown you it before. It's a card that I would pay like some money for it. I think the card looks amazing, and it's going for like $800 right now. I would never pay that. Well, and I don't want to say never. Like when I get more into the business and I'm doing this more frequently, then maybe, right? If I'm when I'm making much more money from actually selling cards and stuff, right? So if that ever happens, then I would potentially do it. But right now, I obviously wouldn't do that. But that would be something like if it hits under like 500, like that would be like okay, Eric considering it. Isho, Monet, man, that Kaisapoi is so nice. I can't wait to start getting my stuff back. And then when this year we'll probably later in the year I'll potentially, if I'm going to start making money on selling some of this stuff, it'll probably be later this year because I'll have quite a few of my like graded things back, right? By I would say like everything that I have out now, and I'll obviously keep sending more stuff as time goes on, but like just we're talking about like this snapshot in time, I probably have like 100 graded items back by like April or May at the latest. I'll have about 100 graded items back, which is nice. And again, I'm gonna be sending more stuff. Disappointed. Shanks. Mr. One. Das Boner. Okay. We'll open one more pack. It's getting late. I'm tired. I don't know. I'm just freaking so tired lately. I'm tired, boss. We got a hit. We got that dopamine. We got that dopamine rush. Bluegrass. Gorgon Sisters. Hurry up and make me the Pirate King. Kuki Noju. This feels like a hit. Draco Mihawk. Yeah, so we gotta end on this one. So we got two. So now we have two Mihawks and two Crocs. So that's pretty fucking fair, right? Very, very even split. This card is very, very good. So 9 cost, 10,000 power. Your turn, when this character becomes rested, up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 9 or less cannot be rested until the end of your opponent's next end phase. On your opponent's attack, once per turn, you may trash one card from your hand. Up to one of your leader or character cards gains plus 2,000 power during this battle. So yeah, I can see why this card, like, I'm just like, that, I feel like this is like probably secret level rarity, or as far as the effect is concerned. They did a really good job with that. But I think that Mihawk is more popular. This one is more popular because the deck is more popular, because the Mihawk deck is much more popular. But I think the Croc is better, right? Being able to stun, realistically, with one card you can stun. Well, I guess on the first turn you can stun, but then every time after that you essentially have to discard. Sorry, I'm kind of thinking through this, right? So this is 9 cost 10,000. The Croc is 8 cost 10,000. And Croc stuns a character on play, whereas this card is on your turn when this card becomes rested. So, right, you'll attack. You'll be able to prevent one of your characters from blocking or resting for their effect or attacking, whatever. With Croc, you just prevent them from attacking. But if there's a character with a cost of 0, then you get to draw a card. So on play, you get to freeze a character, or will prevent them from stun them. Stun is more correct, I guess. I don't know. You get to prevent them from attacking. Then you get to draw a card. And then on KO, you get to discard a card from your hand and play them from the trash. So this is the card that I was talking about that specifically says you can play it from the trash. Right? So, yeah, so I think my personal opinion is I think that one is better, but this card is amazing too. And again, more people want this, more people think it's better, blah blah blah. But yeah, you may trash one card from your hand up to one of your opponent's leader or character cards. So basically, you can turn any brick into a 2K. That's an amazing effect, and that's on any character or your leader. So fantastic ability, and then you get to prevent somebody from attacking a 9 cost or less. You get to prevent them from attacking. So they're very similar. Those two cards are very similar. The Mihawk gives you, or the Croc gives you the ability to draw a card whenever there's a character with the cost of 0, I think, on the board, which you're going to be, doing that. You're going to be zeroing out with Croc's effect, the leader Croc's effect. And then it can't be KO. So no one's going to KO that thing, right? They can probably bottom deck it. Yeah. But if they try and KO it, it's going to come back. But, okay. That's it. That's all I got. Got 2 hits. Actually, we're going to... Blah, blah, blah. Damn. We're going to call this 3. And I guess today was, even though, I got cheated, this was a very good day. So we got our... Where did I put my ground death at? Did I take that back in there? Oh, here it is. So this is the haul for today. Goodness. This was a good day. Today was a good day. So we got our ground death. Card looks absolutely amazing. I love the way this card looks. It looks so good. Ground death. All right. Then we also got the Megalo. To finish up with one piece, we got the Mihawk, which I like the crocodile better, but I want the play sets of both cards just in case I want to play it or just to have it, right? I just want to have the play set of both of the cards. So then the creme de la creme, Kaisa, the overnumbered Kaisa, right? So this one is, so we can see down here, if we get away from that, yeah. So it's 299 out of 298. So that's why they call it overnumbered, and that's when they start the, that's when they start the alternates, right? So it's out of 298 when it hits 299 and goes up to however many it goes up to. Those are, the alternate arts. They call them overnumbered. But this card looks absolutely crazy, and it's going for $200 right now. Like I'm happy with that. Is it gonna get sold? No, but still, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I could sell it if I wanted to. I can sell it whenever I want. I just don't want to. But yeah, so that was a crazy haul. I spent too much money, but apparently it's worth it. I'm getting some hits. I really think that this. I do think that eventually this one will be the one card to rule them all. No, out of all these cards that we're looking at, that'll be the card that, because that bitch is getting sent in to get graded. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, that thing has to get graded. Like, it has to get graded at this point, right? I'm just grading everything. Like, that's my rule. I'm grading everything. People will buy it. People won't buy it. Whatever. I'll have it in my collection. But yeah, this ground death looks crazy. This looks so good. Yeah. Now I'm getting all extra close to it and examining it. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I am grateful. I got to get my rest tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a long day. I'm gonna be going to Targets and things like that, trying to find some shit. But it'll probably be all sold out, and I'm gonna be sad about it. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. I'm super grateful. I'm super appreciative of you. Take it easy.